शिव महोत्सव के इस पावन पर्व पर हमारा सौभाग्य है कि खास वाशिंगटन डीसी से हमारे साथ डायरेक्टर ऑफ Washington DC Center, Brahma Kumari Center is here. It's a great privilege. We have Sister Jenna with us. Sister Jenna, a very warm welcome. Shanti.
Shanti Ben.
And I would like to wish you happy Shivratri.
Thank you. Same to you.
Such a beautiful moment, because now we realize we have been celebrating Mahashivratri all over, all these times, and we never knew what it means. We were just, celebrating it, knowing half of the information. But now when we celebrate, understanding actually what it means, it really makes a lot of difference, Jenna. How do you feel, you being in India and you're here to celebrate Shivratri? Personal front, how do you take it?
Oh, it's great. I mean, usually I never miss coming to Bharat for Shivratri. We celebrate it also in the US, and I'm sure in many of the other centers around the globe we do celebrate it. It might not be with as much pomp and splendor as in India, as it is abroad, but we do, certain gestures such as hoisting a flag, that is symbolic of the Brahma Kumari signature. But it's like it's a point of light with these 16 rays, and we call it Baba's flag. And we hoist that flag with the consciousness that Baba has descended on earth, and now he has claimed authority over the whole world by bringing lightness into a world that's been so dark.
Yeah, we are celebrating the birthday of our father.
Yes, yes. And so this birthday, as my understanding goes, is it's been happening for generations upon generations. And so far, a lot of my other colleagues have been here, a lot of my other yogi sisters and brothers have explained to everyone quite clearly the real spiritual significance behind the physical practices that we're following with this Shivratri celebration. So I don't need to go into them once again. But maybe what I'd like to do is to share a personal experience, and maybe what our experience can actually be for this Shivratri celebration. For decades after decades, and for hundreds of years, and for thousands of years, we have been calling out to God or remembering God in whatever language, culture, religion that best suits the birth that we're in. The birth that we're in.
Very true.
I'm sure in other sessions, other yogis have spoken about birth and rebirth.
Yes.
And so here the soul is now in the birth of an Indian body, and it's celebrating the celebration that's been going on for generations, that God descends, and this is the birth of Shiva, when he comes when there's darkness prevailing everywhere. Ratri, I think it's in the night time. But what that night time is symbolic, and I just want the audience to think about this. If we look around the entire globe right now, and I believe my statistics are pretty much accurate, almost 80% of the world is under some sort of a violation of human rights, or there's poverty, or illiteracy, or not good drinking water. People are suffering, put it that way. Almost 80% of our population. That's a lot of people. So that means something is not working. That means the 5 vices, ego, anger, greed, lust, attachment, it has covered the earth. It has covered the universe as a vibration over the world. And we, as the children who are in that consciousness, are stifling to get out of it. So we've been calling out to Baba, calling out to Shiv Baba, calling out to the one God Almighty, come, come and liberate us. But many of us are not quite sure how that will actually happen. And so within our community, we are saying that that Supreme Being has descended because he has heard the call of the mind of the children. And the way that he descends is very subtle and it's very gentle. His descent will come in a child that is the oldest child who has been going through the process of birth, rebirth, birth, rebirth. The one who's been here from the beginning to the middle to the end and to the new beginning. And some of us are actually also a part of that journey. But he would come into a child that's very mature, and the one that he selects, in which he will impart the knowledge of Atma, of who I am, Paramatma, of who He is, because I can't remember God, the Supreme Soul, accurately if I don't peel away the layers of all my religions, cultures, nationalities, language, body, gender, etc. God doesn't communicate on those labels. In order for me to actually feel God, the Supreme Shiv Baba, I have to peel away all these physical labels, and then the soul has space to connect with who? With God, with the Supreme, with the one that is incarnated.
Shiva and Baba together. You are the ocean of love. You are the ocean of love. Love, love, love.
So when we talk about this Shivratri, or this coming of the Father, it's not just, yes, the descent of God coming, but it's the child's recognition of God as the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Father and Mother of the soul, and pulling that Supreme here.
Bringing him here, it's a call.
It's
a call of the child.
It's a
yes.
call. And so because there's so much darkness around and in the world, which is actually in our souls, underneath the darkness of our sorrow is this inner voice that quietly is calling out to Shiv Baba, come and liberate me from the suffering. Come, take me away from this world of sorrow. Come, give me mukti and jivan mukti. And the fact that Baba is so compassionate and is the ocean and is bound by the destiny of drama, when our collective call with love becomes so powerful, He descends.
So we need to know that it's our call which has brought him.
He descends. And both are needed, the call of the children and the time destined for that descent. So when Baba comes, it's as if something opens up in us and we're given the knowledge, you are Atma, you're immortal, you're eternal, you're pure, I'm your Father, I've come to liberate you from suffering, remember me alone, don't perform any more actions and devices, it'll only give you sorrow, hold on to my hand, don't let go, I'm the purifier, I've come to take you home. So what happened is that at this time, we've been having this experience of Shiv Baba. And the soul is carrying the memory of this. And when this age and this time finishes up, we will be on our journey carrying the power and the blessings from Baba. And as we continue to travel through our time, we will come back making it into a physical penance of this celebration that God comes, this is God, and I have to do fasting, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. No, I have to stop performing the vices, and I have to stop thinking from the vices. So Baba calls it, it's your birthday. Baba comes and you say, it's my birthday. Okay, yes, I descend, so I can give you birth. And when you've given birth, you're awakened. Awakening with Shiv Baba. And so you become awakened when that call gets responded to. And then your mind starts to pull Baba. And you can feel Baba and you go, yes, this is true Shivratri.
Yes.
So now when Shivratri, what we don't do all those penances and fasting up all night. The soul has already gone through enough rituals. The soul needs mukti and jivan mukti. So what it does, in the mornings we get up, we do our morning 4 o'clock meditation on Shivratri. We have our morning meditation class, the Murli, which Baba speaks and gives to us. And then during the day we do these celebrations. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to me. I've been born, I've been relived, I've ignited the soul, I'm awakened. I'm awakened. I've awakened myself out of this kumbhakarna of the vices. Baba gave me that birth by hearing my call as an individual and as a collective family around the globe. We're calling him and he comes in Bharat. That's what has made Bharat the most sacred land. This is what has made Bharat the most imperishable land. And this is what made Bharat the land that all prophets come to visit when they're looking for God. I've never met someone who says, I'm going on a pilgrimage to America to find Bhagwan.
Very
Not
true.
yet. And so we always say we're going to go to India to find God. I'm going to go to India to find myself. And so that what happens is that you're seeing through not just one, because if it was a guru who was teaching us, then he would have maybe one or two disciples close and that would be it. But we're talking literally that thousands, hundreds of thousands of Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, and don't get stuck in being a Brahma Kumar or Kumari. A Brahma Kumar and a Kumari is a human being who just wants to change themselves, to get rid of ego, anger, greed, lust, and attachment so the world can be changed, so that their children have a future, good world that they can grow into. And that's what a Brahma Kumar or Kumari is, somebody who really wants to change themselves by changing the world.
Very true.
Change the world by changing themselves.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that's what it means to be a BK.
Yeah.
बदलेंगे तस्वीर विश्व की परम पिता शिव की संतान घर घर में खुशहाली होगी मानव होगा देव समान मानव होगा देव समान धर्म का मर्म बताएं हम प्रभु संदेश सुनाएं राजयोग के प्रकाश में सतयुग की राह दिखाएं आज से ज्यादा सुंदर होगा आज से ज्यादा सुंदर होगा आने वाले कल का जहान घर घर में खुशहाली होगी मानव होगा देव समान मानव होगा देव समान विश्व में शांति फैलाएं प्रेम का पाठ पढ़ाएं वसुंधरा परिवार हो ऐसा स्वर्ग धरा पर लाएं पवित्रता के बल से कर दे पवित्रता के बल से कर दे अपना भारत देश महान घर घर में खुशहाली होगी मानव होगा देव समान मानव होगा देव समान
You know what we have experienced with you is the beautiful way of meditating, and so the experience which we have had with you. So on this occasion, I would like you to take us through that experience of meditation.
Sure, I would love to. For the Shivratri celebration, I recommend everyone who's watching or listening to contact, and it's not a promotion for the BK Center, trust me on this one, but is to go into one of these ashrams to enjoy the silence that prevail in these ashrams, to sit in front of this point of light, this supreme being, and begin to allow yourself to be a child, to be a soul, knowing that if this supreme power is coming, and he is, I want to be a part of that historical coming, if it's even a glimpse of once. I want my mind to feel the power of that presence, and I don't want to be dead to feel it. I want to be alive, and I want to feel God.
Yes, very true. That I so many times we used to say that, okay, when we die, we meet God. But I don't want to die. I want to meet Him now.
And enjoy Him, because why, when I'm on my deathbed and the soul is leaving the body, so there's no more body conscious pulls, then my soul is now going to Shiv Baba. Why can't I as a soul live in my body and have a connection and relationship with Shiv Baba and enjoy Shivratri and say it's my birthday? Where's my gift? So it's like, celebrate this Shivratri with a sense of not being afraid to change your old paradigms, because we've all had to change. When God comes, we will have to change.
For good.
And it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, for good, because it's going to bring happiness, which we've been all looking for, and this is my birthright. This is my birthday gift.
Yes.
Gift of happiness, gift of love, gift of being happy, gift of being loved, gift of being pure, gift of being, feeling that you are an innocent being, you were the child.
Yes.
So even I've learned to count.
Great. So then let's do a nice meditation celebrating our birthday with Mahashiv Baba, but also for the Shiv Jayanti celebration. That now is the time to not be afraid to do something, I won't call it new, because it's actually old in the soul, but something unique, something divine that gives the mind power and strength. All right, so happy birthday to everyone. I'm throwing all these celebrations, throwing balloons on you, right? And just may the rest of your life be a life in which you feel Baba's protection with you, and your footsteps are in his, but mostly your thoughts are in alignment with the thoughts that he would have, which comes from knowledge. Okay? So let's enjoy the celebrative meditation and sit quietly and think about these things, that it's a personal thing. We don't have to go into the scriptures as much to find the answers. The answers are already inside. It's your conscience, it's your heart, it's your feelings. So at this moment I sit thinking that if this Shiv Jayanti that's approaching is a birthday gift from drama, from destiny, in which my quiet call of many, many lives to meet the truth, to meet the true God, that this Shiv Jayanti is my gift from destiny, then I want to welcome it with open arms, with a mind that's opened and with a mind that's not afraid to feel good, to feel absolutely held by Shiv Baba's light, Shiv Baba's love, Shiv Baba's presence, Shiv Baba's wisdom. And as I sit here as an individual in my own space, wherever I am in the world, internally I'm aware the soul is sitting behind these two eyes. And I've given permission to myself to be opened to receiving Baba's light, Shiv Baba's presence, as if he's gently massaging the mind with love and with peace. And the Father is saying, awaken, awaken child, come, awaken. Let your mind rest on me. Let your mind be with me. This is Baba's birthday gift. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Jenna. And it has been amazing. You know, you made Baba look so real. And he's just around. And you made it feel. And we could all feel his presence. And on this special day, it's my birthday. It's Baba's homecoming. You know, it's like Baba has come to take us back home, basically. But telling us our own, identity. और उसके बाद बहुत सी और बातें जो हमने आज की हैं. Thank you so much, Sister Jenna. It had been a pleasure. Om Shanti. अगर हम इस पूरी श्रृंखला में देखें, पूरी जो हमने बात आज की है, या हमने जो 8 दिन शिव महोत्सव को सेलिब्रेट किया है, जिस तरह से आपका ढेर सारा प्यार हम तक पहुंचा, और जिस तरह से आपने कहा कि उसमें उन गीतों को भी इनकॉर्पोरेट करके पूरा सेलिब्रेशंस का एहसास रहा, तो ये सेलिब्रेशंस हम बार बार ये कहते जा रहे हैं. आज सिस्टर जेना ने भी हमें अभी कहा कि सिर्फ एक लम्हे या एक पल का उत्सव या एक दिन का उत्सव न रहकर हर लम्हे हर पल का उत्सव बन जाए। और जिस तरह से सिस्टर जेना ने हमें कहा है कि मेडिटेशन के इस माध्यम से हर पल हम परमात्मा को एहसास कर सकते हैं। बाबा का आना, परमात्मा का आना हमारी अपनी ही पुकार है। हम बच्चों ने जाने अनजाने, जानते हुए या नहीं जानते हुए भी कहीं ना कहीं उस पुकार को इतना गहरा किया, इतनी आतुर पुकार थी that he had to come. It was destined and he has come. Now we need to understand him, we need to recognize him। और उस पहचान के बाद शिव महोत्सव को यहीं पे सीमित ना करके हर पल इस जयंती को सेलिब्रेट करें, इस एहसास को सेलिब्रेट करें और खुशी जिस पर मेरा अपना अधिकार है, शांति जिस पर मेरा अपना अधिकार है, उस गिफ्ट को, उन पांचों जो वर्च्यूज़ हैं, हमारी जो 7 वर्च्यूज़ हैं, उन्हें हम एक गिफ्ट के रूप में आज अपने साथ लें। शिव महोत्सव में आज इतना ही, लेकिन उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये पूरा सफ़र बहुत जिस तरह से सुंदर गुजरा है आगे भी गुजरता रहेगा। अवेकनिंग विद ब्रह्मा कुमारीज़ में आज इतना ही। आपसे विदा लेते हैं एक बार फिर। आपको अपनी जयंती पर, परमात्मा की जयंती पर, शिव जयंती पर बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
To watch Peace of Mind channel videos on YouTube, subscribe us on youtube.com/tvpeaceofmind. Just a click for a peaceful life.